So when I woke up that morning, I didn't imagine that I would commit a felony. But here we are. So let me explain. My family, every Easter, my husband Andy and I gather the 4 kids, and we get into a friend's minivan, and we drive all the way down to Orange County for 2 days at an amusement park and Easter with Grammy and Pap Pap. So imagine 7 hours of driving on the way down, 2 amusement parks, time with Grammy and Pap Pap, and usually with holiday traffic, it could be up to 12 hours to get back. That's a long weekend. And you gotta know about my family. When it comes to amusement parks, we don't just go, we experience as much as we can. So imagine Disneyland. If they open at 8 o'clock, we are there at 7:15 for the rope drop. Get every ride we can. When they close at midnight, oh yeah, we leave there at 12:30 because you can get more rides in. We're that crazy. So when the last day is there, I want to go home. I want to get on that road, get past the grapevine before all the traffic, but we're all tired. So I bribe my kids with donuts. There is this great donut shop that if you get there early enough, they're still warm. And they're not those weird donuts with basil and infusion of vodka and Captain Crunch. No, these are real, authentic donuts. So we park the van, and we get out, we leave it running because kids are half asleep and it's cold, we leave the heater on. We go in and we're getting this line, and I'm thinking, this is not gonna help me with my timeline because I'm always trying to shave a few minutes here and there. And so there's this guy behind us, big muscle guy. And I poke Andy in the side and say, hey, we need to eat more donuts, get to look like him. Andy is not so amused. He is more health-oriented. And I get impatient because the person at the counter is going, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. And it's like, oh, lady, make your decision. So I go out to the car, figure I'll shave a couple minutes. I'll get the car out, be ready to go. Andy will jump in, and we'll take off. Sounds good? So I go out to the vehicle. I get in. I put it in reverse. The backup camera's not working. That's odd. That's all right. So I start to back up the car, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror. There's an infant in the back seat. We don't have a baby. Wrong car. Oh my God. And that's when I hear it. Oh no, no. There is this lady next to me grabbing her heart. And I'm thinking, I gotta do something here. And I figure her English is probably a lot better than my Spanish, but hey, I had 2 years of high school Spanish. I can do this. And so I look at her, and I start to sweat, and I'm thinking, oh crap, the only thing I can remember is the first thing they teach you in Spanish. One is uno muchacho, and that is not gonna help me here. Oh God. And so I dig deeper, and I went, mi familia is aquí, automobile, todos, vamos, in auto. I think I told her that we should all go in my car. Not getting better. So then I look at her, and I think, there's another language I learned in high school. Mime. So I tried it. And I take off. She's just looking at me like it's crazy because I know this lady is so close to screaming, and it's making me worse because I realize she's so beautiful, that big bodybuilder guy that's gonna pop off my head like a bottle is her husband. So I go over to my car, get in, and that's when my kids are just bolting in laughter. They are crying because they saw the whole thing through the side window of the car. And I back out the car, and I'm going, come on, Andy. And there he comes with the box of donuts. And I'm like, come on. And he gets up to the side and doesn't go in the passenger seat. No, him being the great dad he is, opens the slider and just proceeds to sell the donuts. Okay, who has the rainbow sprinkles? Andy, get in the car. Okay, who has the maple bar? Andy, get in the car now. Okay, who had the old-fashioned? Get in the fucking car! I usually don't curse in front of my family, but this time I did. And he just looked at me, dumbfounded. You ever see those horrible disaster movies where they're tourists on a beach and there's a giant tsunami coming at them? Usually most people run, right? There's always that one guy that stands there and looks at it, has to evaluate whether they should run. I always wonder who that was. That's my husband, Andy. I am so sleeping on the couch tonight. Honey, I love you. But yeah, he finally gave me that look of what, and he gets in, and in his defense, he is my calming influence, my rock, and this is not the time for that, honey. And ends up, he says to me in his defense, if you had told me you were committing a felony, kidnapping a woman and her child, I would have gotten in the car sooner. But we end up taking off, and the guy doesn't come out. I don't get the felony on my record, and we drive home. And this story has been something that has been told over and over again in my family. My kids love to tease me about it. In fact, when we're looking for my car in the parking lot, I'll say, "There it is." They'll look at me and go, "Are you sure?" And just for one simple moment, I still panic.